Hello everyone, I am Motiram Sijapati. Today I would like to share with you some ideas related to exam preparation, performance, and better output in exam. If you intend to do well in exam, this video can be a useful material to guide the objectives. The first and foremost idea to do well in exam is to avoid pressure. If you are a student or a teacher, a farmer or a cook, or any person who is engaged of any of the works, it is possible that you will feel pressure. But there are also some remedies which can keep your pressure aside. The first proven remedy of keeping the pressure aside is meditation. When you wake up early in the morning, if you keep your time for 10 to 15 minutes meditation, then your day will be an exciting day. You will not feel tired, you will not feel nervous, and your day will be a day with your desire or your expectations. Second tip about examination is reading the instruction very carefully, because when the students start writing, they feel nervous, they write wrong answers, and that happens due to the carelessness in reading the instructions. In my teaching career also, I found many students writing true and false instead of arranging the sentences. When there is arrange the following sentences in the correct order, I found many students writing true and false in that answer. If they had read the instructions very carefully, they wouldn't have done that mistake. A third strategy of maintaining good examination is to avoid last minute preparation. What the students do, they just keep all the things for the last minute. They just keep aside other thing and they just keep the preparation for last minute so that they get overwhelmed by the work. They lose their concentration, and if they lose the concentration, it is possible that they cannot do well. So we should work regularly. We should try to make our habits to read every day or to study every day. That's how it can give whatever we expect to do in our examination. After the last minute examination, we have another plan, that is plan, study, and practice. Without the plan, we cannot do well, because if we don't plan our study regularly, and if we don't plan weekly, and if we don't plan monthly, we cannot study well, because one day is not sufficient for enhancing our study or for performing well in study. For that, we should plan regularly, practice regularly, and study the materials regularly. That's how the accumulation of knowledge, skill, and abilities gets accumulated, and it helps you in the long run. After this, we have another strategy, that is consistency. If you regularly practice writing, if you regularly practice solving some of the exercises based on your subject, which may be your favorite subject or which may be your disliked subject, that regular practice makes you enhance well. and it will automatically be reflected in your exam. But if you don't practice regularly and if there is no consistency in your practice, then it will obviously give you adverse result. So consistency is a must. Rest is also another strategy for getting well or getting good grades in exam, because we humans are not the machines. We have to make the balance between our study and the rest. And if we just spare our time, or if we just manage our time well, then the better management, or the management between study and rest, can give you better results. So if you want better result, you can take out the time for your physical well-being or mental well-being. That is possible by taking the rest, and you can take some hours out for your rest. It is also necessary to manage the time. You cannot tell that I'll do everything by engaging in doing other activities also. Suppose that your one of the friends may invite you for movie. Next friend may invite you for birthday celebration. So will you be doing everything, and will you be managing your time? I think it's not possible. For that, you should say no for some of the activities that you don't want to do, and you should keep yourself engaged in some of the activities which are your primary duties. So the time management is also equally important in doing well in the examination. So you manage the time, and you just keep the your target or your objective in the focus. That's how you can do well. So, if you will prepare for the examination, you should understand the objectives, and you should understand the questions very well. Revision can also be really helpful. So, whatever you do, whatever you remember, whatever you understand, you try to apply them in day to day activities. Your application works well, and if you practically apply them, it becomes long lasting and you cannot forget that. Next thing, what the great learners do is they just attend in mock test. Mock test gives you general idea, because if you rehearse time and again, your rehearsal and your practice makes you perfect. So practice with proper feedback can give you ideas, and these ideas may help you being good performer, or they can help you achieve good grades in your exam. So try to attend in the mock test, and if you don't want to go out of home, you can yourself prepare some of the questions and write answers. After the solution of the questions, you can take the help of your teacher or of your seniors at home, who can be proved a better guide in your life. Next reason of our next strategy is balanced diet. Balanced diet is also one of the important thing, because if you don't eat something well, and if you don't take care of your health, and if you don't sleep well, you can feel sick. There are some examples, because when exam come or exam appears, many students get sick because they don't sleep whole night. They read from 6 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening to 6 o'clock in the morning. This busy schedule, or this schedule without giving the rest and sleep to the body, makes people sick, and they cannot do, and even they cannot attend the exam, and they have to quit it, and they have to appear next year. So we should not do that, and we should make the balance between our diet and our sleep also. We don't think that everything is possible at once. If we just try to do small things daily, small effort daily, suppose that today we are going to solve five number question, tomorrow eight number question, seven number question, and like that. And if we are weak in one subject, if we try to improve that subject, giving the equal time or giving time equally, that can be one of the great ideas, and we can develop our performance as well as our competence in the examinations. So these few tips are essential, and if you utilize these tips in your day-to-day activities and if you apply them in your real life, I think they can be good motivators or good ingredients or good elements for enhancing your exam and for giving you better grades in your examinations. Thank you.